Are you gonna get new frames if you get like?
I got new frames last year. I'm just not wearing them today. I keep my old frames.
Oh, we're gonna play.
So you do have other glasses.
These look sophisticated. They also look
Brady.
Don't say that. Oh my gosh.
You look like Jeffrey Dahmer.
You do look like Jeffrey Dahmer. I was trying to avoid saying that.
Does anyone need to use the restroom before you begin?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I need a beer. Like, oh yeah.
I need a cigarette.
Cold Nebraska guy, and then something about baby.
We get it, Michael.
You and
We
I.
get it. We get
Lady
it.
Gaga, you and I.
Ooh.
Yes.
Lady Gaga.
You know Lady
Brady,
Gaga?
there's your camera, Brady.
Do you know of her?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, you're the biggest allies I've ever seen.
Everybody tear off your labels. We ain't sponsoring
We're not getting paid $1,000 or anything
This
like
water's not
that.
getting sponsored either. Fuck you.
Fuck everything.
This is apple juice.
Yeah, Lady Gaga made a song. Yeah, the lady is a tramp.
Mason, how did you peel yours off so effortlessly?
Because I'm anti-advertisement.
This is Lady Gaga.
Oh,
this one.
Turn off. We're going to get demonetized.
Oh, yeah, turn off, turn off, turn off, turn off.
You're gonna get us a copyright
You're trying to
strike.
get us canceled.
Out of the
Speaking of canceled,
0.001 cents that Ferryopolis makes off an episode, you're going to get it all taken away.
How much have we made off streaming?
I ain't gonna lie, we've made more money off stock market than we have off our own.
That's saying something.
We made probably about $3.
We made enough to buy one black coffee, a small one.
$3. I don't even think that will get you a McChicken.
It's not about the money.
It's not about the McChickens.
Welcome to another episode of Ferryopolis. We're back. We're burning. We're not dead. You thought we were in the grave? Hell nah. We're back, and we're better than ever. Today, we have very special guests with us. They live very close to where I grew up, based in Pilot Mountain, North Carolina. The one and only band, Glass. Introduce yourselves. How are y'all today?
I am well.
We're doing great. We're doing fantastic from Pilot Mountain, North Carolina, baby.
Introduce yourselves individually for everyone
Go ahead,
who might
Drake.
not know.
You're the head of the table.
Yeah, I guess I'll start. I'm Drake. I'm the lead singer, guitar player. I write all the songs. Had to throw that out there.
I'm Brady. I'm the drummer. Sometimes I scream into the microphone. I joined about a year ago.
And my name is Mason, and I play the bass. And I've been in it as long as Drake. We
You don't
founded
just
it
play
together. I play bass and a little bit of guitar sometimes. I trade off.
Sings a little too.
And then sometimes, and I talk into the mic more than singing.
We also have a Easter egg guest with us behind Brady.
Secret member. All band partners are honorary members.
Shout out to Will and Cliff.
I wish they could make it. They're
Little
also
worker bees.
worker bees. They help us load gear. Shout out to them. We love them.
We love all of you. We're very happy you're here today.
I love some more than others.
Thank you.
I love them all platonically equally.
What you all been up to?
Playing a lot of shows.
Done for the year.
Yeah, we just had our last gig of the year last night at Above Board.
The skateboarding place?
We played there too much.
That just means it's a good venue. No, I'm serious. It's so cool. It's like a stage and then you can skateboard. And it's a cool rink too.
We did have someone doing lip tricks while we were doing some breakdowns last night.
What's a lip trick?
You go up the ramp and you stay on the edge of the ramp and you do some balance stuff, then you come down.
You got a tech deck?
Y'all tech
We
deck?
demonstrate if you had a tech deck.
I think Above Board's great from like if you're at the show watching, but if you're taking care of the logistical part of Above Board, it's horrible.
It's
so,
horrible.
Oh, it's so
Every
bad.
part of it.
But it's an all right venue to play at. I mean,
They just need some work.
That's the first venue I ever performed on
Yes,
stage
it
at.
is.
so
It's the
I
same for me
might
as
be a
well.
little biased.
It does as well.
My first ever Glass gig was my first ever gig ever.
Really?
I was nervous as fuck.
Yeah, our first gig as a band before Brady was at Above Board, and then when we got Brady in, our first show was at Above Board. It was kind of funny because our other drummer, when he was in, we done Above Board and then played in Wilmington at the Bar Czar, and then when Brady joined, we done the same exact thing Above Board and then the Bar Czar. So it's like he had the exact same experience that Kim did.
and now we're here.
But it was a lot better. I think it went a lot smoother.
The Wilmington gig was not smooth. Popped a tire on the way back at 1 a.m.
And then had to stay the night and stayed up all night.
Yeah, poor Cliff, our roadie, he was with me. He has a normal sleep schedule. I have a really bad one.
But yeah, this year's been great, I
It's been
guess.
insane. We've played about 27, 28 gigs this
You
year.
guys play a lot of shows. Your Instagram following grew significantly, I feel, because you played so many shows.
Well, that's the thing. You got to keep up. If you're doing music, what's the point in just doing, releasing it? People want, got to get your name out there,
Yeah.
You got to. It's always been like that, and nothing's going to change that.
Which we will say, it's not always easy. It's not easy. We went through a long period of just messaging people and then never hearing anything back. A lot of venues. And there's still a lot of venues that we have not played. But the ones we do play, we get a good crowd, I guess, and we do it enough times.
I'll say we had that one gig back in March of this year at Above Board, and I've been chasing that high ever since.
That one was really nice.
We had kids throwing around a traffic cone, stomping on it, screaming at it.
Oh my God.
Everyone came around the stage, locked arms, and headbanged into us.
If the power didn't go out Above Board at that festival, we would have had a killer lineup.
Let it be known that Glass turns off the power at Above Board due to our power.
What's like your favorite part of the process or just the entire aspect of performing?
My favorite part is that we're kind of a jam band, and nothing's ever the same every night, and that's on purpose because there's a kind of boring to me to play the same thing every night. I kind of like the differences between every show.
And what I like about it is just getting to play with these two. At the end of the day, we're friends and we're playing in a band and we kiss. And that's really the secret of how our music, if you like our music, people tell us it's good. If you think that, it's because we kiss and make out, and that's how the music sounds so good.
Yeah.
So,
love.
it's love.
Yeah, I like watching people mosh. Honestly, that's probably the best part is watching the crowd.
When they're loving it, it makes you feel happy.
Yeah, because our energy reflects off of their energy.
When you got the old dude in the back with his arms crossed that doesn't move, and then he gets his head bobbing a little bit, that's how you know you've got it. That's how you know you've done it
Yeah,
right.
when their arms crossed.
The old school hardcore dude that's just too cool, And then he's like, all right, I can get down with this.
And the biggest compliment you'll get is be like, "Oh, okay."
Y'all got merch? That's something that we are doing this coming up year.
Yeah, merch is coming to my house Monday.
What kind of merch?
Some shirts. We're going to start selling shirts at our shows.
It's the standard black shirt with the white logo.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have a release of them on our Instagram. And
If anyone is familiar with our live performance, the mannequin head that's usually sitting somewhere in the room, that's Miss Gemma. She is our pride and joy.
Miss Gemma. I didn't know she had a name.
Yes, it says it on the back of her neck. We didn't give it to her. That's what her name is.
That
Her
makes
birth
things
name.
easy.
Yeah, we're very limited on shirts. We have most of our shows in South Carolina for January, and we'll probably sell out.
we have Ground Zero. It's like set up by Mosh for Lives in Spartanburgs, and that's like some kind of mental health
But
thing.
the other one is in Greenville.
The white one's in Greenville, North Carolina.
Yeah, North Carolina.
It's about every Saturday that month.
The 4th is a South Carolina show, I'm pretty sure.
Did you guys know each other before being in a band?
Let's go all the way back because I haven't heard this
To the
story.
beginning of the era.
Me and Mason met in first grade. Once we got to like 8th grade, we decided that we were cool enough that we wanted to start a band. Had no musical talent at all, but we were going to start a band with a couple of other of our friends from school, and it never happened. And then, funny enough, I started another band. Mason started his own band, and then throughout all of school, we never played in a band together until I started hanging out with him after we graduated. And then we had Kim at the time, which was another one of our friends. He was like, I play drums, and I didn't really know if he could, but I was like, screw it, we'll give him a shot. I know Mason plays bass. And I was like, something's bound to happen here. And then we went to my house. I had a drum kit in my room, and we played, and we partied, and we got fucked up, and yeah, we made music.
Brady, how'd you find the band?
Well, my friend Jeremiah, we never met.
Jeremiah Moorfield?
Yeah, Jeremiah Moorfield. I
I
think
know
I
him.
was friends with his ex at the time on Instagram, and then he got recommended. This is like 2017, 18, and we became friends on Instagram. And eventually, he just posted a flyer like, "Band needs a drummer." And I've just been doing nothing for a while. I've never been in like a really good band for a long time. I was once a member of some other band for a little bit. And they were just like, need a drummer to play hardcore. I was mostly jazz and like classic rock. So I was just like, let me give it a shot. See, I've got nothing else going on.
You touched on your creative process, but I've always been curious what that looks like for you guys.
It's all jams.
Oh my God, yeah.
We just kind of like, Drake's just like, I got this riff I came up with the other day. And that just turns into us jamming for like however long it takes to make a song.
I don't really like being the vocalist. I'd rather just be the guitar player, but we're like, screw it, we'll just be a three-piece.
But it's working out.
Power
you know?
trios like Cream and Rush and Primus.
Screw Nirvana.
One of the things that attracted me a lot to y'all was that you were like, I'm a big fan of the OCs. And I was like,
Yeah.
really? Really? A hardcore band that really loves the OCs? I was like,
Oh, yeah.
that's awesome.
I always wanted to incorporate the noise, punk and garage rock, and
Yeah, because I'm a big psychedelic fan.
What is your goal as a band? Like, what do you want to inspire, like, as a
We're gonna be
band?
next Metallica. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He left
That's horrible.
band.
No.
Next System of a Down right here.
As much as Brady says it, we're not a hardcore band. Okay. We're never going to be a hardcore band. In the sense of it, yes, we are a hardcore band because, like, being in your local scene and, like, we're dominated by hardcore and the realm of the bands we try to play with. It's going to be hardcore.
You're denying the inevitable.
So, but I don't know. I've always.
Dang, he's going in.
I
He's
kind of
going
forgot. I
in.
forgot where I was going because he just literally. I lost
that
my
was,
whole train of thought.
For the listeners and viewers, there's a dog next door.
I just
and
lost
all
my
it
whole
is-
train of thought.
We don't have drunkards in the background this time.
We have drunkards in the foreground.
Yes, that was a good one.
Please
was
tell
a
me
good
what our
one.
topic
It's
was.
about how we're not a hardcore band.
I don't know what I was gonna say after that though. Yeah, we're not a hardcore band. Where were you going with the
Where
rest
do you
of
want
it,
to
Trey?
see us? Where do you want to see this band go? What do you want to see us do?
Thank you, Mason.
Oh, that's yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're not a hardcore band. Okay.
But you are at the
In
same
the
time.
sense we're a local metal band, I don't expect us to. Yeah, Knocked Loose being on Jimmy Kimmel. That's really cool. I get it. That's really cool. But like that's one in a million. Let's be honest. Honestly, if we got to the point where all three of us could quit our jobs, that's what I want our life to be. What we're doing right now is what I want to do every single day. I do not want to get up in a bucket 50 foot up in the air, changing electrical wire in a sign.
Describe y'all's jobs, actually, real quick.
Oh, God.
I
That's
work
a
at a
great...
Lowe's overnight. It's depressing.
Yeah, let Brady go first.
Gray walls every day I go in. I wake up at 5 o'clock and it's already dark, and I go to work in the dark, and then I go home.
In the dark. You're a
It
creature of
sucks.
darkness. You're Nosferatu.
Sucks.
Yeah, I feel bad for Brady.
What about you, Jake?
I work for a sign company. I do electrical work and get up in big old signs.
Nah, he's a working class. He's a blue collar man.
Yeah.
We're a blue collar band.
You're
Doing good
blue-collar
work for your
man.
country.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I do good work for Chris Smith so he can make more money. But I like my job. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I get to get up high in a bucket and see a lot of things that usually people don't get to see. And they're like, oh, look at him up there.
When you say a bucket,
Like a bucket truck.
He means like a 10-gallon bucket.
So you have a truck and it's got a bucket and it will lift you up in the air.
oh,
About
like the power line dudes. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I do that, but I work on like Bojangles, Dollar General. Hell, if you see a sign, I probably work on it.
You're running America.
I'm running America.
We need that.
And I also do pole lights. I mess with high electricity. That's what I do, and try not to blow myself up and stay high. High up in the air, up in a bucket. That's what I've been talking about the whole time, Michael. Come on, keep up.
Oh, yeah. I definitely could not have thought
Michael,
anything
welcome
else.
to the podcast. How are you?
Yeah, I feel like we didn't even introduce
Not only is this
Michael.
the Glass episode, this is almost all of Blinded by Blood.
It is. It's literally...
As our special guest back in the corner. Shout out to Dougie, also the guitar player of Vagabonds. Again,
Big
shout out to
Blood
Vagabonds.
clot dog you. Boom, boom, boom.
Love you, Connor.
Bow, 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 bow. Big bow. Bow, bow. Dougie...
He's throwing up signs.
That's because he's from Atlanta. He would understand that. Dougie, we miss you. Yeah, this is literally Kylee, Drake, me are like most of Blinded by Blood. This isn't about us though. We're gonna be
about
later.
Back to glass.
Yeah, back to
Mason.
class.
Mason, what do you do for work?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do for work, Mason?
Oh, it's very simple. Work with my parents and I do ceilings. So simple enough, easy. I put in the ceilings, I tear out the ceilings, I put in the ceilings, I tear out the ceilings, I put in the ceilings, tear out the ceilings.
I worked with Mason one time. That was really fun. Honestly.
Yeah, it was fun.
Honestly, the worst part is just dealing with like insulation.
Yeah,
Like getting it all
sucks.
over you and everything, and like itchy. Oh, it's
And then
itchy.
you start burning, you're like, but everybody speaks Spanish, so they don't know what's going on. So.
Screaming is usually the universal
They're
sign
wondering
of
why the
pain.
gringo is yelling so hard.
Ay, Dios
Yeah,
mío.
because I wear long sleeves, because I know what's up.
Shout out to all our Latino fans. If you're out there, we love you.
We do.
Same to our Azerbaijani fans. When we first released Run, we had one fan from Azerbaijan.
Shout out to that.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's from Ferryopolis. In it and back at it with another ad for a new year to make new noise. The Medal of Fire 9000. Why make resolutions when you can make mayhem? This ungodly toaster shreds guitar solos, shoots flames, and fogs your kitchen like a midnight metal concert. Start 2025 with pyrotechnic waffles and riffs that wake the neighbors. $666 gets you the Metal Fire leather jacket and a louder year. New Year toast, more like New Year's roast.
You got it, Kylee.
There we are. Hey!
Hey.
Back at it again.
Get off my
Your
camera.
setup's cool as shit, too.
Thank you.
I'd
And
like to
we
say.
have a new setup here. We are no longer in Durham's Queenie's Bar. We are in a cool studio granted by Impulse Machine. This is their podcast setup. Pretty exciting. This is the first Ferryopolis episode with 4 cameras, I think. So
Camera there.
yeah. And also, this is the first Ferryopolis episode with a full band.
Exactly.
The
So
full
It
band.
is.
I don't know, like I forgot to just start it out like that. This is like really exciting. We've been trying to do this forever, and we always said you guys would be the first band that we
Yep.
did an episode
the
with.
I wanted like 10 people. Incomprehensible.
That'll be great for her to edit.
In studio's audience.
Matter of fact, man, we should have called Connor and Zach up here to clap every time we say something. Shout out to Zach for opening Drake's car door.
Yeah, I got locked out. We played at Hoots in Winston, and I locked my keys in my car, and my mom just went up to the first person that was around. It was Zach.
Of course,
Oh,
he
yeah,
has
you
a
told me
kit.
about that.
Yeah, so I brought him a
Yeah.
12-pack.
Of course, he has a kit to fucking get into people's cars.
The best part about that is I'm connected to my parents' Amazon, and like 2 days later, I saw that my dad was buying the exact same
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
He was like that. He was like, "That's amazing."
Oh my
He's like,
God.
"All y'all need to have one
That's
of
gonna
those."
make Zach
One
so
per band.
happy to hear.
Don't put it in your car.
Where would you take it then? Just keep it in your back pocket?
Put it in your purse. Be a man. Be a man. Be a man. Buy a Merce, okay? Anyway.
On the
Your Merce.
subject of like jobs and music, I've always been curious because this is something that I really struggle with. How do you guys balance life with music?
We don't.
I don't at all.
It
My
is
only
life.
days off are glass gigs and like one random weekday that I usually use for Catacombs.
Music is life. We love it that much. I guess we just want to do it. We can take time off, and we took time off, and it's nice to do that. And we will take the rest of this year off to spend time with family and stuff. But I don't know. We love playing shows, and we want to do this, like we said. Hopefully to live off one day. If you want to do that, you got to get down in there and you got to start working at it. That's how it's always happened. There has never been a band except Industry Plants to just come out of nowhere. They've always worked for it.
And we always give up our weekends.
Yeah.
Unless it's like family or something important goes down. But like,
I think I've had one weekend free besides glass in the past like 6 months. My Saturdays are reserved for playing music to sometimes 12 to 50 people in a room.
I mean, yeah, that's how my weekends look. I know. Friday, well, I usually work. Or if I do, hell, we'll still probably practice. Saturdays, we'll play the show. And then Sundays, for a while, I was having Blinded by Blood practice. It was like, golly, just working music. Working music. I don't care. That's my life. I love it. I just want to eliminate the work part, except if the work's coming for the music.
If it were up to me, I'd be playing a gig every night.
Oh yeah, we would be.
All over the country.
And we've talked about it. It's just something we want to do. And if you've been playing music long enough, you've been through people. There's people that stay, and then there's people that go. And that's how it always is. And then you find people that are going to stay. And this is it. This is us. We've tried to get someone else to come and play with us. But, some people, it's just not their thing, I guess, And so that's just how it is. Yeah, to get those Black Ops 6 skins going down. Shout out to Will. I hope you got your Dark Ether skins.
Everybody out there that's playing Call of Duty, I love you.
I've been gigging every weekend and still working my full-time job nights, and I'm still Prestige 5. Let's hear it. Woo, 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 woo. When Halo 4 came out, I got it from Toys R Us. And Toys R Us was so in debt. They were like, if you buy one new game, you get another one for like a discount.
I didn't even know that Toys R Us sold video games.
They sold games, and I got Halo 4 and Black Ops 2 the same night. 13-year-old me had the fucking time of his life.
I went to Blockbuster, rented up.
He's so old. He's such the old man
I
of
used
the
to
group.
rent movies from Netflix.
Yeah, I got Beavis and Butthead Do America for only $2 instead of $5.
I wanted to ask, do you guys have specific, like a favorite memory from a show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite was when me and Brady, this one time, I kissed in his mouth, and then he spit in my mouth.
That was actually throw up.
Oh, yeah. So that was
a medophilia warning. I'm
No,
sorry.
seriously. Come on, y'all.
My first ever
Seriously.
gig with glass, I cut myself on a cymbal really bad and bled all over myself. And I remember I looked straight at Drake. I was trying to get his attention all night, and I finally got it, and I just went... And he just looked at me with the biggest...
Like smeared it all over your face?
Oh, yeah.
I need a refill.
I'm going to blow my nose.
Oh.
Hey, look, you got beer now.
All right, we're good. What was your great question? I already...
It's okay.
What?
What's your favorite experience or memory from performing on stage?
Don't let me start, because I'm trying to think.
You're the last one. They already answered.
I was going to say that when we
What did
played
you
a...
say?
Oh, did we already answer?
Yeah.
Brady just said
Mason was
his.
talking about kissing Brady in the mouth.
No, after that, Brady said it.
I thought that was the answer.
What?
I love you, Brady.
Shut up, Brady said
I was going to say, for real, when we played the Den in March, the last day of March...
That was good. That was
We
a
had
good
a
show.
packed crowd. Not the Den, sorry. Above board in March. And when everyone came around the stage, like fucking locked arms and headbanged to us, and they like got on
Oh,
stage,
yeah.
I saw Mason hitting the fucking Griddy.
I hit the Griddy. I did that Fortnite dance.
Get squeaky with it.
Jiggy?
The one that's popping in my head right now was when we played, it's funny, at Above Board. We were part of a festival lineup, and we had 2 shows that day. We got 1 song in, and the whole entire power shut off. They were like, you got time for 1 more song. I look at Brady and Mason, I'm like, screw it, let's play Suffer. Let's get this room moving. We got 1 song, that's all we can do. I looked at the crowd, and I was like, I don't care what you think. This is the one time I need everybody in this room moving. We only have 1 song, and I need everybody in here moving. And the best part about it was watching the one guy he looked over at his girlfriend, and he like went like that, and then she was like, nodded at him, and she took his damn hoodie and his like glasses and everything, and he just started swinging. He just came out swinging.
And you can find video of this on our Instagram.
That whole entire room was moving, and that's my favorite memory.
Drake puked immediately after that show,
I
by the
did.
way.
I did, because I drank way too much before
Because
we played.
it was 110 degrees in that fucking
and I was
building.
chugging Smirnoffs. Oh, that was
Dude.
bad. Oh, that was
That
bad.
show went pretty
It
good.
was pretty good. That whole day was pretty good.
Also, the first time we played in Charlotte, too, that was fucking fun.
The bridge, yes.
We played the bridge before it was cool. We were the first hardcore band, I think, to play the bridge.
Shout out to Alpha Strain.
Shout out Alpha
fuck
Strain.
yeah.
And Rectoplasm, a bunch of other good bands.
We have a little game because this is Ferryopolis, and I know that you guys feel like you don't know what nouns, verbs, or adjectives are, but we are gonna play the Mad Lib game, all right? It's a Ferryopolis tradition at this point, and we can't just not do it, especially for the first ever band interview. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. A noun is a person, place, or a thing. An adjective is a describing word. A verb is an action word. We're gonna take turns, whichever direction Michael wants to go, word by word.
I have a headache.
Also, is this y'all's first interview?
Actually, second, we had one last night.
Really?
And fun
Oh.
fact about that, they said we were from Morgantown.
99.9 the Z.
Stay hydrated, baby.
He's a great guy, and he is a firm supporter of the scene and all types of music, not just like metal and hardcore, but like everybody. Much love to him.
Kylee is welcome to contribute as well if you'd
You
like
want
to.
to play?
I would like to play.
Hell yeah.
That's my shit.
Okay, so we need a verb.
I'm gonna say bouncing.
Now, Brady, this will be super easy. We need a noun.
Rubber.
Now, Drake, we need an adjective.
Sticky.
It's getting
It's getting sticky.
Mason, we need a verb.
Sucking.
It has to end in an S, so we're gonna say sucks.
Sucks.
We need a name of a band member here.
I wish you would have said Brady.
I was hoping she's going to say Brady because Brady loves sloppy seconds.
He does love sloppy
I
seconds.
still don't know what that means.
You don't know what sloppy seconds mean?
Not the way they say it.
I know what
no,
it
I
means,
know
but
what
not
they
in this.
mean when they say it.
Speaking of you, we need an adjective.
Lacking.
Drake, we need a plural noun.
Aliens. This story's about Mason. Mason's sucking aliens. That's what's happening.
I hope so.
Mason, since you were the band member chosen for the last band member name, you get to choose someone else in the band.
Brady.
I love how quickly and assertively you contributed that
It's
word.
because he loves him.
They love putting me in bad situations.
Oh my God! I tried saving him. Some crackhead was talking to him about it. Man, the aliens they came down and they. I was like, Drake, need you inside, man.
That motherfucker was like, give me a word, any word, and I'll make a sentence out of it. And I said, some fucking long goddamn noun. I said eccentric. And he just looked at me and he went,
He was thinking.
and then he gave me a poem that had nothing to do with what I told him. And I just went, dude, that right there is art.
Brady, speaking of you, we need a plural noun.
Capitalists.
Capitalists. All right. Drake, a verb.
Thrusting.
Ooh.
We're going for a theme here.
We need from Mason an adjective, which, as a reminder, is a describing word.
Humongous.
I'm biased. I love the word humongous.
Humongous.
Humongous. Now, from Kylee, we need an animal.
Kittens.
Aw.
I don't want to know what's gonna happen.
Brady, let him know what's going to happen to him.
I'm not responsible for what happens.
Brady, from you,
Bustin'.
we need a plural noun.
Motherfuckers.
We have a noun.
Hacky sack.
Mason, you got to pick a second band member. You're really lucky.
Well, there's only one other one.
It's little Drakey Poo.
Oh my God.
Kylee, we need from you an adjective.
Drenched.
From Brady, we're gonna need a musical instrument.
Oh, what the hell?
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Didgeridoo.
From Drake, we need a verb ending in ing.
Dude, I already got it. Come on, man.
We believe in you. You've got this.
Come on, man. It's easy.
Come on, man.
You can do it. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Brady.
Squirting.
You squirt on the daily.
I don't think that's been a contribution yet.
Glass exclusive.
Glass OnlyFans coming 2025.
Mason, what I need you to do now is contribute a holiday drink.
I really like on Christmas, it's a good time to sit down, get around, and get you a nice little frosty root beer.
Yeah,
Trick you a
root
nice
beer.
little
Him
frosty
and his
root beer.
fucking root beer.
Frosty root beer.
Frosty root beer.
Only at Christmas time. Christmas time is Mason's time to drink root beer.
That's why I make my white Russians with root beer.
I didn't know about this till like last year.
It's a family tradition.
It's just the Kinder way.
It's Canadian, dude.
Shout out to Mason's Canadian grandma.
She's here on a visa. She's doing her own thing. She speaks
She's
French.
here on a video.
What? The worst kind of Canadian.
Did you grow up in Quebec?
I don't know where she grew up. Some small town. She can't speak any French anymore because she hasn't spoken it in like 48 million years. So.
Does she say a boot?
I'm half Canadian, so I'm gonna brofist you for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Canadian heritage.
That's right.
We need an adjective from Kylee.
Squishy.
We need a verb ending in ing from Brady.
Loving.
Okay, so from From Jake, we need a noun.
China.
China. The last word. We need a plural noun.
Reindeer.
All right, I'm gonna read this one. I'm feeling like reading today. So are we ready?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Drake, do you mind strumming something like casually melodic in the background while I read?
Yeah.
Are you down for that?
I don't know what to play, and I'm probably gonna mess up.
Deftones right now.
We're the sleigh bells. Fuck.
It was Christmas Eve, and the members of Glass were bouncing around the rubber, trying to write the ultimate holiday hit. We need something sticky that really sucks, shouted Mason, while strumming a lacking guitar made of aliens. Meanwhile, Brady was busy decorating the studio with capitalists and accidentally thrusting into the mixing board, making all the tracks sound like humongous kittens singing carols. But during the recording session, someone suggested adding the sound of motherfuckers jingling from extra holiday flair. We can't forget the hey sax solo, yelled Drake, grabbing a drenched didgeridoo. And after hours of squirting and a few cups of rusty root beer, they finally finished the song. It was so squishy that even Santa stopped loving his sleigh to jam along. This is going straight to the top of the China charts,
China.
declared the band as they celebrated with a festive round of reindeers.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Nice.
Rage Against the Machine, you can't play that.
And I think that was one of my favorite Mad Libs so far.
Absolutely,
Not gonna
that
lie.
was my favorite.
That was great.
We stick to a theme, and that theme is fucking.
Sucking and thrusting.
And festive consuming of reindeer.
Yeah.
It's the holiday times.
The Halloween after party here, when you pulled out that flintlock pistol and said, "This is how they do it in Call of Duty Black Ops," and you ran straight into the wall. That was fucking Omni movement if I didn't see none.
And they look scared on their face. They're like, yeah, I pointed at you.
I will say, I saw some members of that party looked very distressed that day.
Yeah, that's on them.
I was having a good time.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I think Michael had a question because we'll be wrapping up pretty soon here. But Michael,
You know, I'm gonna keep it festive. Who do you think in like this scene is getting a lump of coal?
Who's getting a lump of coal?
Yeah.
oh, that's an interesting question.
You already know the answer. That's a bad faith question.
Okay,
Say
first
it and we can
off,
bleep it. I don't
love.
care.
do
With
y'all
love.
want
A lump of coal with love.
Or not love, just
Or
like
not
lump of
love,
coal.
yeah.
What's a
not
side
love,
of shit?
not love, full hate. From Charlotte, North Carolina, deserves a fat lump of coal. Your lead singer likes to and
Dang.
you're a horrible person.
Holy fuck!
I didn't know we were dropping that today, Dre.
You might want to censor that one.
Yes, we will.
We'll blank out the name
Sorry.
and move
I just had
forward.
to.
Please.
You have to. He's gonna
Lump of coal in
coal.
a nice, friendly way, though.
That's what I said lovingly.
He deserves a lump of coal because he's been a naughty little boy.
Yeah, very naughty.
The next time we have you on a show, get ready.
Since we are nearing close the holiday season, I mean, we are in December right now, and it's almost Christmas. I wanted to ask the band, do you guys have any words of like advice or encouragement for anyone in the scene who's starting a band or trying to get into music or anything in that category? Do you guys like have anything sincere or anything comical?
Don't let Mason
Literally
talk.
just
Don't
do
let
it.
Mason talk. Just mute
I've
his
got
mic right
plenty of
now.
guys.
Mason's contribution is giggling.
Oh, no, I was thinking about one time they asked Serge Tankian a question exactly like this, and he looked at the camera and he said, yeah, kill yourself. What do you got, Brady?
You gotta play every gig that comes to you because it seems like it'll suck at first, but eventually people know you for playing a shitload of gigs. We played, 27, 28 gigs this year, mostly in the months of July and March. We've just been playing our asses off.
And a lot of those gigs were not desirable gigs.
They were not desirable gigs, but we play them, and we just keep doing them because it's what you gotta do. We played above board fucking, 8 times this year? The only people that show out there are these, little kids that just want to, hear hardcore and skate. Those are the people you want. You want to get those kids, because if those kids know you, everyone will know you eventually.
You want to get those kids.
All right, when you put it like
But
that, it's pretty
you
bad.
gotta understand I get what Brady's saying. Brady's got some words of wisdom behind it.
You got to get these people behind you to know that you're serious. To know that you go out there and you play your songs that you've wrote together in front of an audience. You got to let those young people know, because those people are what's forming the scene.
Sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to say I just asked our good old friend ChatGPT about the specs on this, and that is pretty much every other weekend performing a show. That is 52% of your weekends.
We've taken most of June off, and we've taken the rest of this month off, and that's about the most of our breaks.
But that's what you do. And you got to do it. If you want to do it, you do that. And if you're not enjoying doing that, then maybe playing music live is not your thing,
A lot of it is saying yes to a lot of bullshit shows and a lot of stuff that you don't feel like you really want to do.
What about you, Drake? What do you say?
Just find a group of friends that you like enough to spend a lot of time with. I mean, as much as you can be in relationships outside of a band, you're married to your bandmates. As much as you don't want to be, you got to spend your life with these people. I spend as much time with these three as I do her. And I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Her referencing Kylee.
Her, yes, her as in Kylee. Yes.
They're dating, by the way.
Yes, my beautiful girlfriend Kylee.
Shout out to Kylee and her wonderful photography skills.
Go follow Behind the Scene North Carolina Hardcore on Instagram.
In February, she took this amazing photo of me playing drums where the bubbles that the audience was blowing in got in front of the picture. It's so great. That's one of my favorite pictures ever taken of me.
I got one last thing to share on that. Not really kill yourself, but you will want to kill yourself at certain points, for sure. And that's what a lot of artists mean when they say that. You're definitely going to feel like that, because it does get a little overwhelming sometimes. But with us three, it's all three of us. We can talk, we all deal with certain stuff individually. But share your gear at the end of the day. Maybe you should share your gear with other bands and stuff. Well, I've learned that the hard way. When I first started off, I didn't want to share my gear. Now I share my gear. I mean, I ain't going to share my bass or nothing. Bring your own bass. But if you need a cab or a head, that's okay.
Drummers, bring your own breakables.
Yes, bring your own breakables.
Drummers need to bring their own breakables because Brady's been screwed over too many times.
I just recently came into a Tama double bass kit, and I've been bringing it out, and I love forcing other people to play on that double bass kit.
Thank you again, guys, for being here. We really appreciate you taking the time to be here out of your very busy schedule and driving, what is it, like a 2-hour drive or something?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half for them, about an hour for me.
It's worth it. We love coming up here.
Do you guys have any shows you'd like to promote coming up in January?
All of them? You won't?
Follow us on Instagram, and then you can see it all.
Oh, yeah. _band_glass.
Very confusing time of the year. It's a new year. There's a lot of new things happening, and of course, there's a lot of new gigs happening all over the great state of North Carolina and a few in the subpar state of South Carolina.
Hopefully, more to do with also Virginia.
Before you go to South Carolina, you're going to diss them?
They make their barbecue with mayonnaise.
That's disgusting.
South Carolinians, is that true?
We're about to show them what real barbecue is.
Ferryopolis does not say fuck Carolina.
We said fuck South Carolina.
I'm scared of South Carolina. It's because I'm black.
On that note, I have a very important thing to say. Bye, guys!
Bye!
Bye. See you. Bye.
Cue the outro.
That's the end of Ferryopolis. Thanks for listening. If you weren't paying any attention, here's the recap. Fuck mayo on the queue, only fans standing. Ladies going
card is full. The 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 card is full.
Keep singing though. I did like that.
Dude, I love listening to that.
Hearing that wind.